If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Devin Mesoraco may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Grounded to third. Rendon is there. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Now batting, the pitcher, Austin Bryant.
Peter Borges will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 12, Peter Borges.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he will make the catch to wrap this one up, and the Nationals have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Washington Nationals get the win to take a 2-0 series lead.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday morning edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look at the latest news from around Major League Baseball. Mike Trout was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game, leading the Angels to a victory over the Nationals 6-4.
If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. The Cincinnati Reds are batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. Here's the first pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Eaton is under it. He makes the catch, and the winning run is left stranded. Reds leave one, still tied 3-3. Digging in once again, Michael Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. McCormick comes on now, and he has it one down.
The catcher, number 14.
Ready once again, Miguel Montero. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Lifted in the air out to right. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number 21. Brandon Kinchler.
Howie Kendrick will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Howie Kendrick.
34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing it.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 down for Washington. Score remains tied at 3-3. Joaquin Benoit takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
Heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Mark Trumbo is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. 8th inning here from our nation's capital. And now Bryce Harper, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Bryce Harper.
The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Trumbo, and gone up into the second deck. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success, Now they want some more.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for...
Good morning and happy Friday, baseball fans. Let's jump right in. Here's what's happening around Major League Baseball. The Cubbies got the extra inning victory against the Indians, 4-3.
And a welcome to those of you just joining us today on MLB Network. You've come to us at the right time. Matt McCormick bats here with an 11-game hitting streak on the line. No hits yet, so a bit of pressure on him in this at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Ready with the 0-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Ready for another chance? Yasmani Grandal. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. McCormick is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th as it's starting to look. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCormick on the move. He makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings. Adam Liberatore takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Matt McCormick. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Matt McCormick. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a ground ball through the hole. It's a base hit.
Oh boy, great job. Way to go on base.
And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
And T-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. It's high at the bag, and that's not going to be in time, so the go-ahead run moves into scoring position now on the stolen base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Gunn moving to his right. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. So digging in now, Joey Votto, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded softly to the right. Bellinger fields cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Jared Hughes claims the win out of the pen, his first. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The Cincinnati Reds are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a one-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's 1 for 2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
First offering on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Cincinnati Reds used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jacob Faria earns his first win of the season. Raisel Iglesias records the save, his second. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Matt McCormick may be looking at his last opportunity to extend his hitting streak, which currently stands at 14 games. First pitch on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Marte is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Cincinnati took And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Cincinnati Reds are batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Right fielder.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tapped down the line. But it's foul, strike 1. Here's a drive out to left center field. The relay. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Riding in once again, Eugenio Suarez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Adam Duvall. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Now batting, catcher, Rob Brantley.
Digging in and looking for more, Rob Brantley. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And the Reds have done it. They walk off a winner.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, and good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Wandy Peralta is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. The 0-1 takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he will take strike 3 called. And as big an out as you can ask for there as the winning run stays at third with 2 away now.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Oh, and he misses it. And raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates are going to walk off winners. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Eugenio Suarez is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first down. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call in the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get you. Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note, though.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Eugenio Suarez is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
And that's going to find the alley for his 5th hit of the ball game. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Luis Castillo still on the mound to start this 9th inning. He's got a shutout working to this point, so we'll see if he can finish this thing off. Number 24 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Now the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And a wild throw there as he tried for the backhand, but it got right by him. Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Raisel Iglesias answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Lifted in the air out to center field. Peraza takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. Number 12 will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. In there for strike 1. Albies leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher.
Struck him out. Atlanta, good night.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Reds took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Luis Castillo. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Joey Votto may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left, and we are tied again.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
The batter, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Stepping in now, Mark Trumbo, as he hits one on a line to left field. Stewart is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their ninth inning lead has evaporated. Tie game headed to the last of the ninth. The Tigers looking to celebrate in the Motor City. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
First baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Eric Fetty enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. And now pitch on the way. Missed with a slider.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Hot shot to third. Suarez comes up with it, and that's out number one.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
Next for the Tigers, Corey Spangenberg. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Possible winning run on first, one man away. Popped him up. Suarez is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Christian Stewart.
Digging in to try it again, Christian Stewart. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. One left for Detroit. Score remains deadlocked at 1. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Eugenio Suarez.
Now here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw to first gets him. One out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Adam Duvall.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Adam Duvall. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And they have taken the lead. Adam Duvall has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
In now, Rob Brantley as he drives a liner to right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he'll pull into second with one away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box now, Sammy Rodecker will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Norris sets, coming at him with the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Salazar looks up. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 2-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year as the Reds have opened up a 4-1 lead.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 44, Daniel Norris. Now batting.
Here's Peter Borges standing in.
Peter Borges.
He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
35, Matt McCormick.
Standing in now, Matt McCormick. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting.
And here's Jose Peraza, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Set. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number. Leading off the inning, Jose Iglesias, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 26, Raisel Iglesias.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Iglesias is on his way home, and he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI here.
Now batting, right
Ready for another chance? Victor Reyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's another 0-2. High pop-up. Votto has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel.
Ready for another shot now. Miguel Cabrera. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on the sinker. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Last breath for the Tigers. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. He makes the catch, and the Reds have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
5-2 the final score tonight. Eric Fetty claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Benito Manzanillo is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Ready with another two-strike offering. And the changeup is way low that time. Now the 1-2 pitch. Tapped out in front of home. And that's the first out. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and there were two down.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And the throw's offline as he tried to sweep it up that time. It came up with nothing but a glove full of dust.
Well, as we take another look, you can see that's definitely a throwing error here. The ball bounces right off the infield grass. A nice effort to try and make the save, but it was a tough hop, and he can't bail his teammate out.
No balls and a strike to count. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. Still tied 1 apiece. In now for the Reds, Jose Peraza. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Hit to short. Iglesias is there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. In is Joey Votto now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Hayes. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. In the air out to right. Reyes on the move. And that ends the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. Score remains tied 1-1. Ready once again, Corey Spangenberg. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit to third. Suarez has it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Trumbo has a read on it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. First delivery to him on the way. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as his chop fouled at the plate for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Rodecker fields it cleanly. On to first, and we're headed to 13 as that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Time to put the coffee pot on. 13th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Warwick Southpole takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning. So striding forward now, Eugenio Suarez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. To short. Iglesias is up with it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, the designated hitter, Adam Duvall.
Digging in once again, Adam Duvall. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. Candelario right there. Long throw. Got him. That is a terrific play.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rob Brantley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lifted the other way to left center. Salazar sprinting after it, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Into the box, Sammy Rodecker. He swings and grounds it to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't leave us now. It's just getting good. We're back for more on the show. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Felipe Salazar. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Felipe Salazar.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Flipped out the other way toward short. And 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
Riding in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He was a ground out victim last time up. Popped him up. Brantley is there. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Digging in to try it again, Peter Borges, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So digging in now, Matt McCormick. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To Iglesias for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. And here's Jose Peraza. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Stepping in, Joey Votto. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
In now, Mark Trumbo as he rips it on the ground to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits. No. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Little dribbler down the line. That winds up foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Now another 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Votto is over to take a look at it.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Next for the Tigers, Jose Iglesias. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Stays alive, still 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, still tied 1 apiece. Bud Norris gets to pitch in this one after all as he answers the call in the 15th inning.
Bud Norris.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. He comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. Left side. And there's the first out to start the 15th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Adam Duvall.
Striding forward now is the DH, Adam Duvall. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Here's the first pitch to him. He's short, hit hard, right to Iglesias. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Rob Brantley.
Now at the plate, Rob Brantley. First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. Score remains. So coming to the plate, Corey Spangenberg. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Corey Spangenberg.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard down the line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Grounder down the line at third. And that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Digging in with a chance to win it here, Austin Hayes, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Go-ahead run to third there after the bunt. Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
Zach Weiss gets to pitch in this one after all as he answers the call in the 15th inning. Here's the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, Dero, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, Dero?
Yeah, right here you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Grounded to short. Peraza scoops it up. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Leading off for the Reds.
Digging in to try it again, Sammy Roedicker. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Up next for Cincinnati.
There's Peter Borges standing in. He tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. 2 hits in 6 tries for him thus far. Hit hard up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there on the first. So a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Ready once again, Matt McCormick. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air out to right. Reyes moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for Cincinnati.
And here's Jose Peraza attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
In is Joey Votto now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Hayes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. Reds lead this one. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. And his getting on base would be a very good first step toward tying this one up.
Cabrera.
Raisel Iglesias has waited a long time, but he'll come on to work in the 16th inning.
Raisel Iglesias.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And it's 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Salvador Perez is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Weak grounder back to the mound. In time to first, and there are two away.
Designated hitter, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marwin Gonzalez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. Last breath for the Tigers. A bouncer to the left side. And there's his first base hit in this one. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
What? What time is it? Where am I? Oh, man, it's over? Man, I thought this game was never going to end, but it did. And anytime you can win a marathon game like that, it feels awfully good.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this